Is this a good time to pivot? Is this a good time to start looking for another job, another something in the corporate or the commercial realm in your mind?
Um, it could be. It depends on what your expertise is. I mean, there are federal employees who have expertise in every subject matter area under the sun, right? We do everything as federal employees. I think first it's important to look at your own, specific and individual financial situation. I was incredibly fortunate to be able to retire after 25 years of service. I had just enough years, literally within a month of the deadline, the cutoff, for being able to take advantage of the voluntary early retirement authority offer that was given in the department that I worked in. A lot of people are not so fortunate. And so some people can't pivot. I mean, let's be honest, they need their benefits. Maybe they have a spouse who is in a job where they don't have benefits and they've got to stay put regardless of what might be going on.
Healthcare,
Right.
children. Yep, yep.
I mean, healthcare is huge. So let's first recognize that a lot of people don't have a choice. Second, I think it's also important for folks to reevaluate before they think about whether or not they want to pivot to a different line of work. What do they think of when they are describing their identity, when they're describing what's important to them? Because so many people who are career public servants think that they are the mission. And when that mission is gone, if they have been involuntarily, forced out of their jobs, they are a little lost, unmoored, don't know what to do because they have personally identified with that mission. So if you find yourself in that boat, then if you have to make the pivot, then you've got to look for other places where you can still focus on that same mission and be of service, just not at the federal level, whether that's state government, local government, nonprofits, that's where a lot of people are looking. And I will offer, I just did a podcast with Brian Levine, who is a former federal employee and now has created a website and an organization called Former Gov, where people who are no longer on the rolls can kind of create a profile and say, here's my area of expertise. And employers can come and look at that and say, hey, I need a guy or a gal who has this specific expertise. I need somebody on a board. I need somebody as an advisor to help connect people who are looking for your expertise with folks who are hiring. So go check out Former Gov. It's formergov.com. That might give you some ideas of how to shape your messaging so you can look at what other people have done. But yeah, I mean, there are so many different ways people can pivot right now. There are so many ways to do individual contract work, but it's hard. You've got to get out and hustle for individual jobs, right? And federal employees are generally not necessarily skilled in pitching themselves because we've
Right.
never had to do that. And so
Right.
it also takes a lot of confidence. And I will say many of us are struggling with how we sell ourselves as a product when we have been working, supporting a very broad mission our whole
Yes.